All right, where we ended was we made our dice. Now I use text here. If you use like a shape, like a Pokemon or anything like that, this might not apply to you. But before you export as an SVG, you need to convert each of these to curves. All right. So right now it's text slash numbers. We need to convert them to curves so that um, when it goes to Fusion, it will be able to be recognized. So convert to curves. It's a good habit just to group them afterwards. All right, so now I'm going to go to File. I'm going to export, and I'm just going to title this Odin. Um, that's my dice, so it already exists. All right, so no issues. Okay. All right, make sure it's an SVG. So now I'm going to go to Fusion, make a new file, create a sketch, and now I'm going to insert my SVG. Maybe. There we go. And I'm going to go to Odin. And if you remember, it doesn't like to convert to the same size. So it's important when you do this that we try to make it as close to the same size as possible. So if you look over here in Corel, you should be able to get a good idea of approximately what size. So like if we go up to the corner, this should be pretty darn close to 9.5. All right, so 9.5 wide. All right, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to place this in my, and see how that's 7.5. So we definitely want to make this bigger. So we want to go up to about there, maybe one less. All right, so let's look at this. See, I think that's a little too small, so go. If it won't let you, it's pretty close. All right. So as long as you're pretty close, you'll be okay. So press OK, finish sketch. All right. So now we have our stuff right here. We're going to extrude. And we don't want to have the, actually, we'll do it this way. Well, we can click it. That's fine. So basically, you want to extrude all but whatever you are cutting out, like this. All right, so my thickness was 0.18. Okay, and then we'll press OK. Now, what you have now, and we're going to assemble this. So right now you have 6 bodies. You are going to want to convert these to components. So you should also be looking at your paper to see. So like this one's going to be the back, this one's going to be the front, left, right, bottom, top. All right. So I'm going to go over here. All right. And like this one, I'm going to create component and slow click, and I'm going to say the front. All right. And then this one, create component and slow click, and that one is the left. All right. Create component. All right. This one, slow click, that's the right. And then this one, create component, that is the back. Slow click, back. And this one, right click, create component. This one is the top. Slow click, top. And then last but not least, this one, create component, right click, whoops, slow click. This one's the bottom. All right, so now we have our 6 ones. Now what we want to do is put them together properly, okay? So they are like this. So since they're like this, what we're going to want to do, I got to make sure I extruded that right. That's why. I wondered why it looked so tiny. Now it's possible we'll have to adjust this a little bit. I might make it just a little bit smaller right now because I want the thickness to be the same as this. All right, and sometimes when you convert through, it doesn't always become exact. I would say, do you see how this thickness is still a little bit bigger than that? So I'm probably going to adjust that even a little bit more to about there. That's pretty close. I'm going to do one less. We'll go right there. I think that's pretty close. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to look and I'm going to find the bottom piece. I am going to then rotate it so it's the right orientation. So like this. And now I'm going to start assembling. So I'll have to ground that first capture position. And now I'm gonna have to look and see what's going next to it. So the bottom is now the right, back, front, left. Those are going to be the ones that go around it. So as long as the right and left are on both sides and the back and front, you should be good to go. All right, so I'll add this one in. So I'll click on the right and hit M, and we will, I don't know, we'll make it this way. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to rotate it enough so it kind of looks like how it's going to fit in there. All right, let's see, did I do that right or did I make a mirror? Oh, no, you want it that way. Okay, so if I do this, now what I want to do is hit J for the joint command, and then I'm going to go in and flip it and rotate it. And we'll look kind of how it looks. So it looks pretty good. I think the size is still a little bit off, but for our purposes, it's fine. All right, so there, we just attached that one to that one. Now we know that this one is going to go on the other side. So we're going to go left. We're going to hit M. And we're going to move it so that when we look at it from this side, nope. We're going to move it so when you look at it from this side, it's correct. Okay, so then J. I'm going to go in, click, go in to here, click, flip it. All right, and that one looks pretty good. All right, so now we could put, I don't know, we could do whatever. We could put this top one on if we want to. All right, so then we wouldn't even have to move it. So I'll hit J, and I'll put this and this bottom corner right here. And we want to flip that, press OK. All right, so we're almost there. So now we just got to get the front, which is this one. So we'll hit the front, move that, rotate it up. Okay. Okay. J. We can click this piece. This piece. Flip it. Looks okay. And then finally, we'll click back. M. Rotate this so it looks nice. Does that look correct? No, it looks like we have to flip it. And that's the one. All right, so then we'll click OK. And then last but not least, we will pick a point on here. If it's that, we can go in and select that and flip it. And in this case, it's going to make us rotate it. All right. All right, so we got all 4 of our pieces. So now we can turn off the joints. Now we can adjust a little bit. So I'll probably change the physical material of all these to wood. And it's going to be MDF. And then you can decide. The goal is to then paint these, whatever colors you want to paint them. I don't know if there will be enough time to paint them, but obviously if we did paint this, then you could change the appearance of these to different colors. So let's say we wanted to paint this one black, and we wanted to paint this one blue, this one green, and then this one red, this one white, and then finally this one, sure. And there could be a better theme there. All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Okay. And then what we will do is go to render, and we will take a snip of that. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Good work.